Pop quiz. What's 343 divided by 2? Now, let's round that number up to 172, and you've got the magical number that federal party leaders are all chasing in this election. That's because this is the first federal election with 343 ridings. And that 172, that's the number a party needs to win to form a majority in Parliament. You can think of those electoral seats as literal chairs, and you're going to see 343 of these chairs in the House of Commons after this election, one for each riding across the country. So parties nominate candidates to run in these ridings, and Canadians place their vote for the preferred candidate, and the candidate with the most number of votes becomes the Member of Parliament. When it's all said and done, the party with the most MPs forms government, and that party leader becomes Prime Minister. Now, the party that has 172 or more MPs will have a majority mandate. That means they'll control more than 50% of the seats in the House of Commons. You might sometimes hear that as holding the confidence of the House. And there are perks to this. Majority governments tend to pass their legislation faster because there's fewer MPs to vote against their bills. Majority governments tend to be more stable, with the party in power staying in power before an election has to be called every 4 years. Now, what happens if a party still wins the most number of seats but falls short of 172? Well, they still get to govern the country, their party leader becomes the prime minister, but they're running what we call a minority government. So, since they don't have over 50% of the seats in the House of Commons, minority governments tend to work with other parties to pass their legislation. Minority governments might use informal or written agreements with other parties to help negotiate a bill's passing that would otherwise get shot down. Or they might strike something more formal, like a coalition government or a supply and confidence agreement. Coalitions are when 2 or more parties agree to run the government together. There's also a cabinet with different ministers from each party. They're responsible for different portfolios like defense, finance, or immigration. Canada has only seen one coalition government on the federal level. That was back in 1917 with the Union government. It was a team up with Sir Robert Borden's Conservatives and a handful of Liberal MPs. As for examples of supply and confidence agreements, you only need to turn the clock back to 2022. That's when Justin Trudeau's Liberals were in power with a minority government. In March of that year, NDP leader Jagmeet Singh signed an agreement with Trudeau. He promised NDP confidence votes in exchange for priorities like national pharmacare and dental care. So let's flash forward to now. Whether it'll be a majority government or a minority government, that's still up in the air. What else do you want to know about the election? Leave your comments below or send us a question at ask@cbc.ca.